Viewers of the Awakening Empire. I give you Chapter 5. Mountain of Love. As Class 1 Ampere went outside and saw the other classes, Midnight was presenting the sports festival. Okay, future heroes, for our first round in the sports festival, we'll be having an obstacle race, she said, flailing her whip around. As Izuku walked over to where the others were gathered for the race, he noticed that it was packed with students. Oh great, pretty much everyone got here before me, Izuku said with despair. Oh hey Deku. You ready for this obstacle course? Uraraka chimed in. Oh yeah, what about you? Izuku said. Oh yeah, I'm super pumped. Shiseitai Izuku got ready for the start of the race. Okay, ready, set, go. Present Mike said on the mic. As it started, all the students began to run until they were approached by giant robots. Whoa, those things are huge. Kirishima exclaimed. Todoroki instantly froze the robots and ran ahead. Then a few others ran ahead after him. Izuku then readied up. Okay, I'm still not completely sure if this will work, but if I'm able to spread one for all around my body equally, he thought. He then began full cowling at 9%. It worked. Thanks you for the help, Izuku thought while smiling. Bakugo then blew up a robot, which caused pieces of it everywhere. Izuku then caught a piece and he then dashed ahead past Todoroki. Midoriya. When can he do that? Todoroki thought. What the hell are you foin v Deku? Bakugo yelled as this was happening. You was watching from outside the stadium. Come on Izuku. You're doing great. She thought we are supposed to be guarding this place. Stop watching the TV and do your job. Kamui said. Oh don't worry Kamui, you're wearing a mask so you can use your quirk all you want. You said. Kamui Woods looked down. He couldn't even respond to that. Izuku kept running ahead. Even though he was running low on energy, he ran as fast as he could. When he reached the next area, he barely leapt over the tightropes while carrying the metal piece. As he reached the final part of the race, he noticed there was nothing there. Oh no. Looks like young Midoriya has stumbled upon the final part of the race. A minefield. Present Mike yelled. A minefield. Well, good thing I grabbed this metal piece when I did. Izuku thought. As he took off the metal piece, he was then hit with a blast to the face. That's what you get for thinking you could win. Bakugo said while Deku was on the floor. Bakugo then flew off with explosions as Izuku sat up. His foot was then frozen in ice. He looked up and saw Todoroki. A promise doesn't mean anything if you're gonna lose, Todoroki said. He then ran off to catch up with Bakugo. Izuku sat there with his leg frozen. If he didn't do something quick, his leg would get frostbite. He tried to reach the metal piece, but it was just out of reach. He thought about using his quirk, but that would only blow off his leg. Izuku started to despair. Well, I guess I really am pathetic. I couldn't even pass the obstacle course. Flashback. So promise me, you'll win the sports festival. You said. Flashback over now. I won't let her down. I can't bear having someone give up on me again. Izuku thought. Izuku clenched his fist and raised his hand. He then punched the ice as hard as he could. The ice began to crack. Izuku had damaged his hand because of that. He has kept punching the ice until it broke. His knuckles were gushing with blood. Izuku. You fought while covering her mouth in shock. Izuku then began digging up the bombs. A few others had passed him out. He then pulled the up and used the door to blast himself to first place. Deku. Bakugo yelled. Midoriya. Todoroki yelled. Izuku then slammed the metal piece on the floor, causing another explosion. As the audience waited for someone to cross the finish line, and when Izuku crossed the line first, the audience cheered. You did it. You said quietly. Izuku walked off while holding his hand in pain. A few teachers then escorted him to Recovery Girl. Time skip. My boy, what are you thinking? Your knuckle was smashed to pieces. Recovery Girl said angrily. Sorry. Izuku said. Well, I can't say you're not determined to win this, that's for sure. Recovery girl said. Time skip. Izuku came back to the arena with his arm bandaged up. Okay, for our next course of the sports festival is cavalry battle. For this course you'll be assigned the points you got in the obstacle course. And your team will have a sum of all the points earned, so young Midoriya, who came in first place, is assigned 10 million points. Midnight exclaimed. So that's how it is, Izuku thought nervously. Izuku then felt menacing glares surrounding him. This is not gonna be easy, Izuku thought.